that
pumped
wakes you up in the morning. Oh my God.
She woke us up. She took us there. It was amazing. I love it.
I'm so happy to be back.
I know we love having you here. I have to start with this. I know it's been a minute, but like you celebrated the SNL 50 and you were hosting some of it. So what was that like? So many people were there.
Saturday Night Live that weekend was so insane. I was there Friday at the Radio City, the concert. If you see this, it's on Peacock. It's everybody. It was crazy. It was 3.5 hours. It's I saw Nirvana reunite with Post Malone.
Yeah.
Cher was unbelievable.
Love.
And just the greatest. My dressing room was right outside, so I saw like Eddie Vedder getting dressed as a pirate on his way going. It was just the most bizarre night, and I couldn't believe that we pulled it off.
Yeah.
Man, it's a lot
of talent, like musicians, like actors, like it was just across the bar. It was
so much stuff happening in this building.
Yeah. You've done so many hallways.
Right?
It's crazy. These hallways are not. The elevators are weird.
Me and you run past each other like tag team. What's up?
Yeah,
Kelly?
I'm just having like a Mary Tyler Moore experience every day. I'm like, sure, this is normal.
Yeah.
So wait, you did so many great impressions. So what is any impression on that show that stood out for you?
I mean, I love doing impressions. I love meeting the people that I've done. You know, I've done Mick Jagger with Mick Jagger before. You know, that was great. Just yelling at each other, and Seinfeld's always great because he actually brought his impression up to my impression because he goes, "You're doing me?" I go, "I'm doing you." He goes, "I don't sound like that." I go, "Yeah, you do. You sound like that now." You know, and so we get into that. But one time, I haven't really even talked about this, but one time, Don Pardo was the announcer of Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live, yeah, the beginning.
Legend.
Yeah.
And he was sick one night, and Lauren said, "Jimmy, can you do Don Pardo?" And I was like, "I think I can. I mean, I'll try."
Did you fake America out? You
did.
Okay.
I did, and I totally forgot about this. Your producers reminded this.
Okay.
Yeah, I totally faked. It's Saturday night, and I was doing with Sherry O'Terry, Jimmy Fallon. I was doing Kelly Clarkson. I was doing it live.
It's the vibrato. You
my
nail it.
impression as Don Pardo. I was better at the time, but no one figured it out.
That's incredible.
We pulled it off.
I would feel amazing about that. You were so good.
It was live. It was live TV, and he was like, "Jimmy, can you do Don Pardo?" I'm like, "I will try." I'm like, I forget who the musical guest was.
I feel like y'all aren't allowed to say no. You're just like, "No, sure I can," and then you just go.
That's the way that show works. It's like I remember when we did a sketch once where we had Lauren was like, "Jimmy, we have 2 minutes left of the show. What do you have?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "What do I have?" He's like, "Didn't you do like a Van Morrison thing?" And I go, "Oh yeah," and I had a Van Morrison bit. There was no real words to it. It was just me going like, yeah. I just kept doing that for 2 minutes.
So just so you know, if you
it wasn't the best thing I've ever done.
If you Google the Idol, you can edit this out. If you Google the Idol finale, they told me and Justin right before we went out that we were doing a duet to this song. And I was like, what do you mean? And they were like, it's a live program. I'm 19, 20, I can't remember. And they're like, yeah, if you just, well, don't worry, the words will be out there. I was like, will the melody?
Like, what song? Help me out a little bit.
I was like,
give me something, man.
Will the bouncing Mickey head also have the melody? Like, I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
And I was freaked out on live TV, like so young, and we were just laughing and smiling.
Yeah.
And that knew the song, and he was like, you don't know this song? And I was like, right now is not the time to fight. I was like, right now is not the time to argue about this.
My God,
I was like, whatever.
When you're in the moment, you got to show up.
It was real bad.
You never know.
Whatever. Why did I just sound like a goat? Anyway, bad.
Because you are the goat.
I just bad on TV. Keep it. I don't care.
Good.
I don't need to date. It's fine. All right, we need some commercials, and I'm handing it over to someone in the audience.
Hi, Kelly and Jimmy. I'm Michael, a proud dad of 2 young girls who are passionate readers. Jimmy, they love all your books. The girls love reading so much, they even named our dog Books. It suits him, right? Stay here. Kelly has more with Jimmy after this.
many books, so what inspired this one?
This one's called Papa Doesn't Do Anything.
Do you not do anything?
10 out of 10 moms love this title. And agree with it, yeah, and grandmas. But I wanted to make it fun and funny. I think it's a good gift for a grandpa or a dad, just to make them laugh and go, Papa doesn't do anything. And the point of the book is it's funny, it rhymes, and it basically tells the grandkid that Papa did do stuff and does do stuff, and Papa loves you.
Yeah.
And so it gives you, and it's very short. It's a very short book. I mean, can I pick it up?
Thank you from all the parents.
Yeah, look how thin this is. I mean, it's a very thin book. Can you see? Look at that. You can finish that.
It is the thing every night we read, and I'm like so hopeful of what book they're gonna pick, because sometimes they pick the long ones.
Oh, and
I
you
love
not
reading
that
with
one.
them.
No, I can't read that one.
But you're
It's too long.
tired, so thank you.
Like,
Yes.
it's like some papas are artists, some fought in a war, some papas even work at the general store.
I love it.
So it's just the little dogs around there. It's cute, and it's something that you can read to your kid, to your grandkid. I've been putting these books out, and they're just funny, and they're fun. And I was thinking about this, and my dad was great, and always I want to hear stories. They're so humble that they don't really tell stories about themselves. You have to kind of get it out of them.
Yeah.
You know, like my dad was in Vietnam, and he grew up in Brooklyn. He sang doo-wop. He taught me how to sing doo-wop.
I didn't know that your dad sang. I found that out. That's amazing. Yeah.
He's like just on the street corners. He would
so cool.
sing doo-wop music, and that's why I grew up with all that music and WCBS FM, and I know Cousin Brucey. I know everybody. I was like the only kid in my class that knew all those doo-wop songs. So he taught me that, and I just loved learning that. But then my grandparents lived in our backyard growing up. Not in a tent or something. They like in a house.
It's like they're
like
adventurous.
a cottage living wild in the yard. We would throw Metamucil and go, yeah, good luck, Grandpa. Get regular. Yes. But no, they lived in that nice little house, and so they helped raise me. So my grandpa was a real sporty father figure. Well, that's me when I decided I wanted to become a priest, and I almost did.
Path.
Yeah, we thought we had 2 trees in our backyard, and we thought that, of course, there's a pile of bricks next to it too, but we thought that was the greatest spot to pose in our house. But that was my grandpa, big, tall Irish Catholic. He was a cop in Brooklyn, and he was very athletic, and he taught me how to throw a baseball and play football. And we had tomato plants in our garden. We had like 20 tomato plants, and we used to have sticks that hold up the tomato plants so that they don't fall over. Yeah, and you tie them with an undershirt or something. Yeah. And so we were out there once, and one had like a weird thing on the top of it. I go, what is that? And he goes, oh, that's a golf club. So we were using golf clubs as stakes. So I go, I don't know what that is. He goes, you don't know golf? He goes, so I pulled it out of the...
Innovative, there you go.
Of the garden, like the sword and the stone. And he's like, he goes, you should learn how to play this. He goes, this is a great investment. You could play this game for the rest of your life. I was a kid. Yeah. And so I did. I took that advice, and I still play it to this day.
That's really cool.
From the tomato plants, Grandpa.
And to grow up around family like that,
I'm not good.
You learn. I'm not good either, but
I'm not good, but it makes good tomato sauce.
I like going for the vibe. I know, and that's pretty innovative, like using it to hold it up.
Yeah, we used all that stuff. Yeah, but even my father-in-law, my wife's father, who's no longer with us, Bill Javonin, very great, one of the greatest guys, very quiet. And I was talking to him one day, and he's like, yeah, I ejected from a plane. And I go, you ejected from a plane? Like, I would open with that.
Like Top Gun, like,
yes.
Okay.
I wouldn't, before you knew my name is Jimmy, I'd be like, hi, I ejected from a plane once.
I'm so much cooler
Let
than
me tell you, that's a great story. But he's so quiet. So anyways, one day I'm walking around, I'm in London. I was walking around, I was with Lauren Michaels, and I see this shop, and it's a watch company, and there's like an electric chair in the window. I go, what is that all about? So I went inside, I go, what is this, an electric chair? And they go, no, this is actually a Martin Baker ejection seat. We have a special watch. You know, anyone who's ejected gets a thing called the tie number, and then, if you survived, you can use that tie number to buy the watch. And I go, oh my God, how cool is that? I go, I think my father-in-law ejected from a plane. And they go, we should find out, because then you could get this watch. And so I called my father-in-law, I go, do you know what I'm talking about? Do you have a tie number? He goes, it's 228. I go, okay, he did.
Still there, yeah.
Yeah. And I bought the watch, and we traded back. This is the watch, an MV1. And I go, I'll buy the watch, I'll use your experience, and we'll trade it off like Sisterhood of Traveling Pants. You wear it for 2 months, I'll wear it for a couple of months.
And now you lead in and you go, hi, I'm Jimmy Fallon, I ejected from a plane.
I approve.
I am so cool. In honor of Jimmy's book and all grandfathers in our lives, it's time for a game called Just Name
drop a famous papa.
I know, we did it.
Just name drop a famous papa.
What's
Love
up,
it.
Lord? You there? Does God come to your show?
Wow. No, we can't.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Kelly? What's up? Hey, Jimmy, how you doing?
How you doing, Lord?
Here's the game, okay? I'm going to give you a clue in rhymed form in honor of your book, Jimmy.
Thank you.
And each clue has something to do with a famous papa, either real or from a TV show or a movie. And the name is not always going to be the name of the grandpa, so that's important. When you know the final rhyming word for the clue, just hit your button and shout the answer. Steals are allowed, and I'll stop reading the clue if you hit your button early, so you might want to let me finish these. I'm talking to you, Kelly.
Whatever.
Okay, Jimmy with that shirt is playing for a prize for the band side of the audience. Make some noise.
On fire.
And Kelly is playing for the other side of the audience. Let's do it. All right, here we go.
Yeah, we do. Come on.
Here's your first question. You got this. I feel good. I feel good. Okay. As father of Homer, Abe did his part. His grandkids are Lisa, Maggie, and
Bart.
Jimmy. It's
Oh
Bart.
my
That's
God.
right. Jimmy's on the board.
Homer Simpson. I didn't even. This is. Congratulations
Yeah,
on
thank-
winning.
No, we didn't start playing yet. Come on.
We've played.
Yeah, we've done. We're
Oh,
good. We're very
no.
competitive. We played before.
Oh, no. Okay.
Here's your next one. Okay. This 8-mile rapper added a gem. Kelly.
Eminem.
It's Eminem.
Okay.
You rhymed it. You did it.
What was the rhyme?
I didn't need it.
8-mile rapper.
Did you listen?
That was
God
very
says I
good.
never let him finish.
You said 8-mile rapper, bang, you got it.
Yeah.
What was
That's
the
it, she
rhyme
got
going to
it.
be, Lord?
Well, it was gem. We were rhyming gem with Eminem. It was very, very clever.
Yeah.
Very
Didn't
clever.
even need it.
Well,
musical
come on,
genius.
Jimmy.
Musical genius.
You got one chance, one opportunity. Here's your next question.
Oh my gosh. God is on a roll.
That's right. I got the dad jokes all day long. This legend, this stone, on stage he has swagger, but off stage to some kids, Kelly,
Moves like Jagger.
Mick Jagger. It's Jagger. That's right. You got it. You got it. You got scared there for a minute.
Wait, no.
That's funny.
I was so confident.
I saw you go from ultimate confidence to ultimate, I don't know what you're
Oh my God.
Who's like, Jagger, I made a
Oh my God.
mistake. Oops.
Homer
That was
Simpson
good.
gift.
Swagger, Jagger, I got you. All right, now you get it. All right, come on.
Grandpa Joe took Charlie to a place quite silly. Kelly.
Ooh, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
That is incorrect.
Oh.
And now,
I'm going to say Willy
Jimmy.
Wonka.
Wonka.
Willie. Silly and Willie. There you go.
But we didn't let him finish.
I was like,
Silly and Willie.
who hit it first?
Lord, what were you going to say something that rhymes with Wonka, I'm assuming?
No, I was going to rhyme with silly, and it was Willie, and you were correct.
Because I was like, what rhymes with Wonka?
Tonka? He had
Yeah.
a truck, and it was a Tonka.
Okay, we got a
I'm so
tie now.
proud.
This could decide everything. His daughter, Liv, has no kids named Skylar. Jimmy,
What?
Steven Tyler.
it's Steven Tyler. It's Steven Tyler.
What?
Liv Tyler.
There are probably multiple Livs
I don't
in
know
the
any
world.
other Livs.
Oh my God.
Liv Tyler.
I'm very
Steven
impressed.
Tyler. All right,
I'm
good.
very impressed.
I wanted to
Okay.
impress you with a musical
Okay.
one. All right,
Well
now
done.
yeah, thank you.
Okay, Jimmy, you in the lead now. You in the lead. Here
Thank
we
you,
go.
bud.
Fred Savage was sick. His grandpa, his guide, through a fantasy land called the Princess. Jimmy,
Brian.
No.
you got it. That's it.
Brian.
My brain went Prince of Tide, the Barbra Streisand movie. Prince of Tide, or what is it called?
Prince of Tides?
Yeah,
No,
I don't know.
not Prince of
the same,
Tides.
Not the same.
No, Princess
I'm
Bride.
doing
That was
well.
Fred Savage. That was
Wonder Years.
who else
Is it?
was in Carrie
Winnie?
Elwes?
Yeah. Oh, no,
Mandy
Princess
Patinkin?
Bride. I was doing Wonder Years.
You killed my
Am
father.
I drunk?
Prepare to die.
Prepare to die.
Yes.
You killed my father.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
Oh, the
Okay,
As you
if you two are quite done going through the IMDb of The Princess Bride,
I went through
Sorry.
3 different things.
that sound means it's time for one more question. It is so close that this next one is winner takes all because I'm God and I decide these things. So
Okay, all
here's how we do
right.
it.
Come on, bud.
Tywin was strong and controlled by many zones as head of Lannister House upon game of
Oh
Jimmy.
my God.
Thrones.
Thrones is right. And there you go. That's our game. Jimmy is the winner.
Wow.
All right. Whatever, Jimmy. Everyone's a winner here.
What do you mean everyone's a winner?
Everyone's a winner here. You're all going home with Jimmy Fallon's new book,